Hello guys, we want to solve this problem. They said the coefficient of fifth, sixth, and seventh term in a binomial expansion of 1 plus x raised by n in an ascending order or in ascending powers of x are consecutive terms in a linear sequence. So you find the possible values of n. So now what do we do? First of all, if we want to expand this one, now using binomial expansion, what we want to do is what? The n combination what? 0 is equal to what? 1 is by n, then s is to power what? 0 plus n combination what? 1. 1 is by n minus 1, then s is to power 1 plus n combination 2. 1 is by n minus 2, s is power 2 plus n combination what? 3. 1 is by n minus 3, s is power 3 plus 4 n combination again 4. 1 is power n minus 4, then s is power 4 plus n is combination what? 5. 1 is by n minus 5, s is power 5. We can continue and so forth and so on. You understand? But what we don't want to notice is this is first term, second term, third term, this fourth term. Now if you check when it's fourth term, what is r? This r, if you take our n combination r as a coefficient, that means when it is fourth term, r equal to 3. So r plus 1 term is equivalent to nth term. That's what it means now. I can bring out. So if you are talking about want to relate r and n term, so that means for fifth term, and if you check, this is an ascending power of x from power of 0 to power of 1 to power of 2. Then it goes to what? Power of 3, power of 4, power of 5, and so forth and so on. So if I say fifth term, for instance, is equivalent to what? The coefficient will be what? N combination 4. That is the coefficient for you, which is the same thing as what? N factorial over n minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial. So what about the sixth term? The sixth term is what? N combination, the r will now be 5, which is same as what? N combination what? N minus 5 factorial, then 5 what? Factorial. Then what about the seventh term? The seventh term will now be what? N combination 6, which is same as what? N factorial over n minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial. Now don't forget that 4 factorial is same as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is about what? This 12, 24. So the 5 factorial will be what? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is about what? 20, 61, 20. So 6 factorial will be equal to what? 6 times what? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that would be what is 30, 120, 360, then 720. Now, I want to know that. Now, they said these are the 3 consecutive terms. 3 consecutive, this is like what? First term, second term, and third term. So let's take this one as our T1, this T2, and this T3. And if they are linear sequence, as the questions have said, now what you should understand in this case is that for linear sequence, which is also called the arithmetic what? Sequence, is that the third term or the second term minus the first term should give us a what we call a common difference. There should be a common difference between this minus this, which should also be the same as the common difference between the third term and the what? The second term. Please don't forget that. Very important. So it should be common, there should be common difference between them. And if we want to put it into the equation now, we are going to see that second term is what? N factorial over n minus 5 factorial. Then the 5 factorial is what? Is written there, 5 factorial minus, what is the second what? The first term. First term is this, which is what? N factorial over what? N minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial, which is equal to what? What is our third term now? Which is this, N factorial over N minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial, minus what? What is our what second term? We repeat it again, N factorial over what? N minus what? 5 factorial, 5 factorial. So I haven't done that now. What we're going to do now simply what? Is to rearrange them. Now we know that if you factorize this part, the n will factorial will go, n factorial will go, n factorial, this one will also go because it factorizes. So more or less like, let's collect like terms first. This one will come here. We are going to have it as what? We move over to this collecting like terms. So n factorial over n minus 5 factorial, 5 factorial, plus when it moves to the other side, n factorial over n minus 5 factorial, 5 factorial is equal to, then let this one move to the other side, becomes what? N factorial, write this one first, n minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial, minus or plus rather, because if you move to the other side, become plus n factorial over n minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial. Now, having gotten to this point now, we can as well factorize this n factorial, and we can add this together since they are the same thing, just like adding a plus a together give you 2a. This is the same thing, this is the same thing. We can add it together, and that becomes what? Move to this other side. We have 2n factorial over what? N minus 5 factorial, then 5 factorial is equal to what? Then this other side will now be n factorial over n minus 6 factorial plus what? N factorial over what? N minus 4. There should be 6 factorial here. Pardon? So this one will be what? 4 factorial. Just repetition of what we did here. So now, do you agree that you factorize here out? You are going to have n factorial is factorized 1 over n minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial, plus 1 over n minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial is equal to what? 2n factorial over what? N minus 5 factorial, 5 factorial. Now, having gotten to this point now, what you should understand is that we are going to eliminate this. This will go out. And what we have left is what? 2 divide. Now, don't forget that factorial, 5 factorial is already here, which is 120. So I would have n minus 5 factorial, then 120 is equal to what? 1 over then n minus 6 factorial. This one should be what? 720 plus what? 1 over n minus 4 factorial 24. Now, having got it to this point now, what you just do is to cancel out. If you remove 2 from 120, what we have here is 30. Okay? Then, so This factorial can be what broken down into n minus 1 factorial to don't forget that n minus 5 factorial can be written as n minus 5 times n minus 6 factorial. Similarly, we can also write this one as what n minus 4 factorial can be written as what n minus 4 into bracket what n minus 5 into bracket n minus 6 times factorial. N minus 4 times n minus 5 times n minus 6 factorial to break this down. Now, if you do that, what we are going to have is simply going to be what? Remaining 1 divide. We are going to bring this one down. So we have n minus 5 into bracket what? This one we are broken into what? N minus 6 factorial equal to what? 1 divide by what? What is our? We'll repeat that one. Now don't forget there is a 30 written there. 30. Please don't forget that 30. This one out. After cancelling 2 years, 1, 2 years. Oh, 60. Sorry. 60. That should be 60. 60, please. It's not 30, 60. 2 in 12 is 6. Then 0. Then this one will now be what? N minus 6 factorial. Then 720 plus what? 1 divide. Now, I told you before that we are going to break that n minus 4 by which we did here. So we bring it down. Now be what? N minus 4, n minus 5, n minus 6. Then there is what? 24 there. Put 24 there. 24. Now, having known that, this one can eliminate this. My n minus 6 factorial can eliminate all two. There's a factorial here. This one will eliminate this one. So if we eliminate each other now, what we are going to have left here will be 1 over n minus 5 into bracket 60 is equal to what? 1 over 720 plus, that's what I'm going to have left, equal to what? The n minus 6 factorial is cancelled out all two. Or you can say multiply all two by n minus 6 factorial, which will eliminate that. So I would have what? 1 divided by what? N minus 4, n minus 5, then 24. So please, the next we are going to do is to what? Collect like terms. I would have 1 over n minus 5 times what? 60 plus, because we move this one to the other side, so it becomes minus. So minus, because it's plus here, when you move it, it becomes minus. 1 divided by what? N minus 4 into bracket n minus 5 times 24 equal to what? 1 over 720. Now, once you have gotten to this point, what I will advise us to do is to just what? Let's try to remove this 720 by multiplying all through by 720. So if you multiply 2 by 720, then we multiply 2 by 720, I would have what? 720 multiplied by what? 720 multiplied by what? 1 divided by n minus 5 times 60 minus 720 multiplied by 1 divided by n minus 4, n minus 5 times 24 equal to 720 multiplied by 1 over 720. So having done that now, what we have now is that 720 divided by 60 will give us 12 divided by n minus 5 minus 720 divided by 24 will give us 30. N minus 4 like n minus 5 is equal to 1. Now, having done that, now what we're going to do next is what? Look for the LCM. LCM. What is the LCM of these two? Is what? N minus 4, N minus 5. So having done that now, this LCM divided by this will give us N minus 4 times N minus 5 divided by N minus 5 will give us N minus 4. And that will give us what? Multiplied by 12. We are going to have N minus 4 times 12. Similarly, this, the LCM divided by this, that one times that we would have minus 30 is equal to 1. Now, having done that, let's cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, I would have N minus 4 times 12 minus 30 is equal to this multiplied by this, just like cross multiply. So we would have what? N minus 4 into bracket what? N minus 5. So similarly, what I would do, break it down, I would have 12N minus 48 minus 30 equal to, break this one down. What you're going to simply do is what? N times N is what? N squared. Then minus 4 plus minus 5 is minus 9. Then attach N to it. Then product minus 4 times minus 5 will give us plus 20. So having done that, now let's collect like them. Let all this move to the other side. Don't forget this minus 78. So let's move it there. This is what? 12 become plus. So what we're going to be having next is what? N square minus, if you move minus 12 to this other side, because what? 21N, because minus 12 minus 9N will give us what? Minus 12N minus 9N will minus 21. Then this one will give us minus 78. When you move here, it become plus 98 equal to 0. I think it has turned to quadratic equation. Now from binomial, from linear concept to what? To binomial concept down now to quadratic what? Equation. Now to solve this quadratic equation is very easy. Now what we want to do is to look for two numbers. Well, now N squared times 98 equals 98N squared. So we look at two numbers that you can add together to give us minus 21. And I think we'll go for 14 times 7. 7 times 14 should be giving us that amount. Your 7 times 14 is 98. Check it out. Then how do we achieve minus 21? Is to put minus here, put minus so that we can have then attach N here. So that we can have it as what? N squared minus what? 14N minus 7N. If you multiply it, you see a plus 98N squared. Don't forget. That's what I want to have. So we replace the minus 21 with what? Minus 7N and minus 14N. Then plus 98 equal to what? 0. Now, I haven't gotten that. What I want to do is to factorize. Now, if I factorize N, I want to have what? Out here, I want to have N remove. Like if I remove N from that place, what do I have? I want to have what? N that will be remaining here minus what? 14 into bracket what? Then if I factorize minus 7 out here, what we are going to have? N minus 14 is equal to what? 0. So what is common again between the two of them is what? N minus 4 is common, minus 14 is common. So if you remove N minus 14 here, what we mean is N. If you remove N minus 14 here, N minus 14 will mean what? Minus 7 here equal to 0. So therefore, our N minus 14 equal to 0 or N minus 7 equal to 0. So N equal to 14 or N equal to what? 7. So these are the two values of N that we have gotten, and that will be the result and answer to this question. Thank you. God bless you. Those of you that are returning viewers, thank you for watching. Don't stop learning, because the day you stop learning, you stop knowing things. Thank you.